And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sun Devils offense will take the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Cincinnati's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On the run, it's Day. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Gibbs. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Sun Devils are flying down the field.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. This time he's got it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Muscling ahead on third and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here out to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Makes the catch, it's Day. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense working from the pistol.
Base 27, jump.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. Inside the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes down the right side. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Finds the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. to the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Got it in the middle. It's Punga.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drop.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes a man miss. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield is Punga. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Fighting off the defender. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Cincinnati, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
This time he's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bringing the heat. Creates a little room. Quarterback got it himself. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up.
Fires toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pucks it out of the air. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
Let's go.
Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Jukes his way for more. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let them go to work.
The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gibbs. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for space. It's long. Sweet cut there. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Punga. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option to give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got out of trouble and throws. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close.